I want to share this little story. Lately, I've been meeting some people. When they ask me what do I do for a living, and I told them I'm a writer. I actually wanted to be a writer at some point in my life, but I gave up because I have the idea with me, but I don't know how to come up with the story. Let me say, virtually every writer struggle with that. In my own case, I started with poetry. Yeah, like I wrote poetry for years. I enjoyed it. I loved it. But I couldn't pen down 500 word story. That's just the truth. If I try to, I something will just change. Like I'll just be lost. Like I won't know what I was doing again. I won't enjoy the story. The idea will not make sense again. So I just made peace with myself that well, maybe poetry is where my calling is. Maybe I will break through with poetry. I actually wanted to write a novel, but me, someone that cannot even pen down 500 words, want to write like 70,000 words novel. We both know that this thing is not possible. But I kept on writing poetry. My first poetry book, my second book, it actually started as a story, but along the line, I got lost. So I switched to poetry. So the book was poetry book, my second book. I wanted to write story. Like I knew, God knows. But I was unable to. Then something that happened that changed the course of everything. It got to a point I even enrolled for some courses. I paid for some classes. But after the class, I will go back. I still won't be able to come up with story. The idea will be there, no doubt, but to form that story, to form that content will be the issue. So last year, I relocated from my former state to a different state. I was left alone in my apartment, no friend, no family member, just my phone, my system, nothing else. That was all I had. So one day I wrote a poem. It was actually something that happened to me. I wrote a poem about a reality that happens to me. I posted it on social media. Then I went about my day. I wanted to keep myself busy. I wasn't doing anything. I was just sleeping, waking up, not doing anything, no job at hand. So I woke up the following morning, wanted to write another poem because that's the only thing I do that keeps me busy. Something I wanted to write poetry. Something like I don't know how it happened. It was like a whisper. Something just told me that why don't you write? I don't know. I wanted to write a part two. Yes, I wanted to write a part two of the poem. So something was like, why don't you turn this thing to story? I was like, I don't know how to write a story. I just placed my fingers on the keyboard and I started writing. Though I don't know the amount of words I wrote that day, but I knew I came up with a story. Come on, I was glad.